What's up, y'all? B-Boy Network Reacts. We're just getting warmed up. 6 p.m. We're going to start. West Coast time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. Tell a friend. We're going to have a good show today, guys. If you're watching, let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're from, if you represent a crew, who you got for this April 6th, 2024. It's going to be good, y'all. Gonna start in 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Then we're going live. Let us know who you got. One minute, 1 minute. We got Josh moderating. Here's the link. You can join us as we go to the countdown, and the bracket is up as well. And the countdown is beginning right now. Thirty seconds. Yo, what's up? It's Shadow Rock and PROFOWON of the Floor Gangs and Knuckleneck Tribe, and you're watching B-Boy Network Reacts with PROFOWON right here on the B-Boy Network. We're gonna have a great show today, guys. It's been a while since I've been doing a reaction, and I want to give a special thanks out to Josh. Give a shout out to Josh. Special thanks because he's making this happen. But before we get started with that, I just want to make sure I plug my own event. So if you don't know, we have the Floor Gangs North America tour going on, and actually we have one. Oh, we just had one over in Hong Kong as well. We had the Floor Gangs qualifier, but in the North America we just had Toronto. That was February, the first weekend of February. Last weekend of February, we had Sacramento. And upcoming in March 30th, basically less than 30 days from now, we have the Long Beach qualifier. Apply Pressure, associated with Floor Gangs anniversary. Floor Gangs footwork battle 2-on-2 happening again in Long Beach as far as a qualifier. The USA finals will be in San Francisco, May 18th in City Dance Studios. And if you want more information, you can go ahead and snap this QR code. It'll go straight to Break Connect, and there you can see the tour, all the information. But again, March 30th in Long Beach, California, 212 footwork, and the winner goes to San Francisco for May 18th for the Floor Gangs USA 15th anniversary. And then at the same time in March 30th is going to be a one-on-one open breaking for $500. So please, again, scan the QR code right here. Scan it. So you snap it. Do that. Scan it, and it'll have the information to Break Connect. You know what I'm saying? So it should be a good time. All right. Yes. Shout out to Red Bull for letting us react to what this show is about. And BBOY Network will be there. Of course, shout out to Josh, the moderator. And sign up on Break Connect, breakconnect.com. What's good about Break Connect is that it keeps score. It keeps records, a database to how many events you went under Break Connect, how many events you won or participated, DJ, judged, and go ahead and check them out on IG and your social media. That being said, the paid bills. All right, so we're here for the main event. I'll be asking what you guys think of this lineup, right? But again, what we're doing here is we are gonna react and look at this bracket and the invites for Red Bull's Lords of the Floor. Basically, it has come back in 20 years, 22 years, I believe, 22 years. It's been since the Red Bull Lords of the Floor. And just to get everyone hyped. Okay, so not everyone has seen or know what Red Bull Lords of the Floor, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look up a trailer. Let's see if we can find a trailer. Red Bull Lords of the Floor trailer. And yeah, there you go. We're gonna watch the Red Bull Lords of the Floor trailer, and we're gonna see what the hype is about. For those who weren't born at this time, you know, how epic it actually is. You know what I mean? Like, it's an epic thing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Here we go. Let's watch this real quick. Boom and boom. Let's yep. Here we go. This is the original. All right, there was the original Lords of Floor trailer. Jose Rodriguez asks, "Evening. My question is, what was the original intended purpose of Lords of the Floor?" So check this out. This was actually the first event under Red Bull. I think it was even before. Maybe Josh could tell me in the chat. I think it was even before the Rebel BC1. The Rebel BC1 actually started in Switzerland. I believe it started in Switzerland, and that might have been 2003, possibly, because this the last Red Bull Lords of Floor was 2002, and I think the first Red Bull BC1 was in Switzerland, and that was 2003. The other tour that Red Bull had was called King of the Ring. And it was actually a tour that went around. It was a one-on-one, and basically it had a boxing ring. And that was the original. That was the second thing that I think Red Bull did. But I think they combined the original BC1 that wasn't called BC1, but it started in Switzerland. They combined the King of the Ring with the Red Bull BC1. Then that became the staple. The first competitors of the first Red Bull BC1, I believe, was like Ronnie, Omar, Machine. I believe Lila was in it. But we can look at the records. We can check that out. So what we're going to do right now, since you saw the trailer, so that was the first thing that Red Bull worked with was Lords of the Floor, from what I believe. You know what I mean? I think that was Lords. I think Lords then King of the Ring. So our moderator says I think it was Lords and King of the Ring. Yeah, and then became then Rebel BC1. So once I think if there was no BC1, it would have continued as Lords of the Floor. I think that was like probably the idea. But I gotta, make sure with John Jay and the history and stuff like that. It became a staple because now it's already 20 years of Red Bull BC1. It's already been 20 years. Do you know what I'm saying? So this was 22 years ago. And again, the last one was 2002. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's actually been about 20 years for Red Bull, the actual Red Bull BC1. I believe that's it. But it originally started in Switzerland. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the website right now, and we're going to look at this. We're going to look at the invited guests. Now, I know that they haven't updated. Well, let me see. Let me refresh. Let me refresh the website, maybe, because they just on Instagram, they announced the invited crews. So hopefully they do it here. If not, then we'll just look at clips of them, right? Yeah, gotta ask John Jay. Gotta ask John Jay. Shout out to John Jay. Okay, so here we go. We have the official lineup right here. Okay, let's look at that real quick. Take this off. All right. So far, the first crew, that is the lineup. We have Style Elements, right? We have Crumbs and Ruin. Crumbs and Ruin, right here. Crumbs and Ruin. Thing about Crumbs and Ruin is they both were at Lords of the Floor. I think the first two were at Lords of the Floor. So that means this is their third Lords of the Floor. 22 years later, right? All right. Up next, we have Massive Monkeys. Right? We got Jeromski and Twixx. Again, I believe this is their third Lords of the Floor. All right. All the way from Seattle. Okay. Up next. Okay. This is Project Soul. Who's heard of that name? We haven't heard that name in so long. Project Soul. You know what I'm saying? We have Hong Ten and Physics. When's the last time they battled together? Because I know they battled each other, right? They battled each other in Rockin' Sensation a few years ago. It was pay-per-view. But this time they're battling together. Young OGs, right? The young OGs. All right. Now, first time to the floor of Lords of the Floor, we have Flea Rock and Luigi. Skilled Methods were representatives at Lords of the Floor. The first one, it was Cloud and Abstract. This time, it's Flea Rock and Luigi, even though they're considered OGs. Well, Flea Rock's considered OG. Luigi's considered young OG, but still, this is their first time on that floor. So Twixx, Jaromski, Crumbs, and Ruin, this is their third time, which we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. But so far, Project Soul and Skill Method's first time on the floor. We have Rhythm Bugs, which is Iron Monkey and Eric Thurl. Third time on the floor. Third time that they've been on the floor. Iron Monkey's been on the first one, second one, now the third one, same as Eric. Well, no, Eric's twice, second time on the floor. This is the second. All right. So we have two veterans, right? Now we have K-Mel and Prodigy. K-Mel, third time on the floor. He was in the finals of the first BC1 with Migas, aka Vengeance, and they battled Ruin and Caveman, who was the first champions of BC1. First time on the floor, we have Prodigy. His first time on the floor. All right. Again, we're gonna play. We're gonna make sure that we go through the stats. Up next, we got Junior and Lilu. First time on the floor, right? But veterans, battle veterans. You know what I'm saying? Battle veterans. But first time on the Lords of the floor, right? Now, Havoc Koro, I believe it was Lil Jon and Moy. This time it's Marlon and Palmer. Palmer definitely first time on the Lords of the floor. Okay. All right. Now, first time definitely because they weren't. I don't think they were born when this event was going on. We got Queen Vision, which is logistics and India. Rebel BC1 All-Star team. You know, women's division. First time on the floor. Don't know if they're the youngest though. Possibly the youngest on the floor. I gotta keep looking through this lineup. I think they might be the youngest battling. Like both about 21, I believe. Okay. First time on the floor. Style Vetudo, who I haven't heard that name in a while. Everyone's like, who's Style Vetudo? Basically the mentors of Floor Warriors and crews like that. We have Taitsuke, another BC1 All-Star crew. Taisuke and Ami. Right. Okay, Japan. Okay, the Squadron. First time for Victor to be on the Lords of the floor. And El Nino. This is his second. Right? He won with K-Mel. All right. Now from representing Latin America, we have Alvin and Little G. Okay. First time on the floor. All right. Now we got another. Oh, they did update the website. Good for you guys. good for Red Bull. Okay, we got Menno and Lee. All right, we got Menno and Lee represent the Netherlands again. First time on the floor. And of course, last but not least, first time on the floor, we have BBOY Stripes and Flew. All right, I think that's our lineup, and then it's gonna be basically whoever wins the qualifiers the day before the day of, they get to battle against these Titans, right? They get to battle against the Titans. It's gonna be very, very, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what the chat says real quick. B-Boy game, okay. Stripes and Fleo. Yeah, so we just saw that. We just saw that Stripes and Fleo, they updated the website because when I was getting the show ready, it wasn't on there. Like they weren't on there. So I was like, I wonder if they're gonna they're gonna refresh it and upload this. So now they're on there. Right. UK B-Boy champs. Don't know what you're referring to. Are you talking about the game? The B-Boy game? Can't recall the year. Freestyle session Korea 2003 and 2005, or was it 2005? But that's the one. It was Twixx and Jaromski, and then yeah, it was 2005. Twixx and Jaromski was in it. Elmo and Havoc Core was Elmo and Moy. I believe, was it Physics in Hong Kong? I forget. It was so right now it's basically two open spots now. I thought it was one, it's two open spots now. So what about the music? Okay, let me go back to that. Let me go back to that. Okay. I don't think India is part of the Red Bull BC1. Hey, thanks for correcting that. If she's not, then okay, there you go. India, Queen Vision is both BC1 champs. That's what I meant. They're not necessarily they're not necessarily India's not all-star, but they're both champs. Usually, let's be real. Usually whoever wins the BC1 BC1 eventually becomes an all-star. Because Lil Zoo one became an all-star. Rockstrike one became an all-star. Meno one became an all-star. Do you know what I'm saying? So even though Lee hasn't won one, he became all star. There will be a live stream. Okay, so AER BBOY podcast says, should they have a Red Bull Lords of Four a PPV? What's a PPV? He says live stream. Oh, pay-per-view? Nah, no way. No way. No one's willing to buy yet. We're not pay-per-view. No one wants to spend that money. No one wants to spend that money on breaking just yet. If we're not going to spend money on the Super Bowl, no one's going to spend money on Rebel BC1. Okay. All right. So let's be real. Original Lords of Four has some electro break. What the heck? WTF music? I see opportunity for the music to be definitely better, but also modern day way. Depends if they want to pay for the rights. So last year for the Red Bull BC1, they paid the rights for the Mexican. And you gotta understand, with music laws, to pay for publishing, we're looking at least $10,000 sometimes. To do a James Brown song might be 30,000. So that's why, the music in live stream. So for instance, what made Freestyle Session the music better last year, was that because there was no live stream, the DJs can play songs like the Mexican. You can play Wu-Tang, you can play whatever song, and you don't have to pay the rights. If you do live stream, you have to pay for the rights for a Wu-Tang, and that might cost you about $30,000. That's why the music is. That's why the live stream music, when it comes to these sporting events with the Olympics or Red Bull, the music's like this, because to play a James Brown song, or let's just say you want to play Drake, I don't know, you're gonna spend about 30,000 for the rights. You know what I'm saying? And Red Bull's not gonna do that. None of us will do that, because the only way to make money. So for each view that there is on a Red Bull live stream, that's money going to them, right? Money going to Red Bull. So if I only make, let's say, 1 million views only makes about $10,000, why should I pay 30,000 for a James Brown song when I'm not even, for 1 million views, I'm not even making that much? Understand what I'm saying? So that's why don't we hear these classic albums, or why don't we hear like a Jid, or why don't we hear a Wu-Tang, or why don't we hear Jimmy Castor, Just Begun? Because it costs money to live stream. It costs money. That's why the music is wonky at best right now. Breaking music in battles is wonky at best because everyone wants to make money from the live stream. Because what YouTube will do is that, let's say I play a Wu-Tang, you won't just not make the money, they'll take down the stream. Do you know what I'm saying? They'll take down the stream. So for instance, I have to be careful for the intro music I play before I go live, because BBOY Network will not be monetized if it's copyrighted music, let alone a live stream where they can pull you. So these are the legalities why music has shifted at breaking battles, because of this reason, because we need to make money off the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back then, okay, so Josh says back then it was DVDs and VHS and no TV, internet TV. Here's the thing. Here's a legal loophole. This is what you see. This is what it's more than just breaking. Okay, it's more than just breaking. Let's say I was a promoter that made money off of VHS or DVD. The reason why we can get away with doing like playing the Mexican or playing copyrighted songs like Wu-Tang or let's say Drake or whatever, Outkast, doesn't matter, is because if I sell under 30,000 DVDs, I'm at the line of where I'm in the legal point. So I can't sell it at, well, you kids don't know about Blockbuster or Tower Records, but that's how you used to like make money is you sell the albums and you would make money. The thing is, a distributor like Warner Brothers would go and scale. So they'll put out about 50,000 copies into these stores. So if I sold those DVDs under 30,000, I could get away with it because I'm not doing it in scale, right? But I could still make a lot of money. So I could get away with playing whatever I want to play because I'm under 50,000. If I'm not selling over 50,000 units, it's under the radar, right? But if I'm selling over 50,000 units and there's a song that's by a James Brown estate will come to me and say, where's our part? Because you're using our music. So for instance, if you want to perform a James Brown song, you don't have to pay any money. You can perform it. But if I were to play a James Brown record on TV, I have to pay about 30,000 to just play it. That's how the James Brown estate makes money. See, B-boys and B-girls don't think about this and wonder why the music is whack. Well, this is why the music is whack, because we can't play the stuff that we want to play and still have a live stream. Now, if you don't care about copyright and not making music, you know, whatever, then YouTube pulls it. You don't monetize from the stream or the clip. Thus, if you look on YouTube and go, okay, free J Dilla beats. There are beats that sound like J Dilla, but they're not J Dilla, but they're copyright free. So if you want to be a YouTuber, you have to think about this stuff. Or a DJ or a promoter if you want to make up money from the live stream. That was a quick education on the music industry. See, you guys got to think better than that, guys. Got to think better than that. Okay, back to the Lords of the Floor. All right, now we're going to look at the lineup. Yet they didn't announce the DJs and they didn't announce the judges yet, which again, that plays a really big factor, right? It plays a really big factor. Like, what we're going to find out is a guesstimation, because this is not the trivium, right? The trivium system, the system they use at the OSA for the Olympics, it's already set, right? There's these, you know, it's trivium like, right? There's basically the faders that go into this criteria that they try to be subjective, or no, my bad, objective as they can. Red Bull is not objective. Red Bull is subjective and it's based on the judges. And I always like to do the analyzation if it's not trivium, where it is subjective because the judges, but we don't know the judges, so we don't know who's going to win. We can kind of predict it, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through this lineup real quick. Okay. So we're going to go through this lineup. Again, here we go. They didn't announce the hosts, but I want everyone to stay tuned. The hosts is not chump change. They're spending money on the host. It's not Rocca from Rocca from Dilated. It's not Amjad. Right? I love Amjad, but it's not Amjad. We got Hollywood type. I'll say that industry. I don't want to even say influencers. We got industry people hosting, which is amazing to me. I can say it? Okay, Josh says I can say it. I heard I can't say it. Eric is in the chat. I just had to interview him on Instagram. Wait a second. Can you make a video of 4Kids? Even is how exactly is judged, do's and don'ts. I can't find any reaction. Look at the Strife video from 13 years ago. I made one called 3 Styles of Footwork. And you could watch it over there. Oh, it's in a podcast with Ronnie? All right. Okay. Here, how about this? I'm gonna play a clip of one of the hosts. Yo, is it okay? Josh, is it okay? So I can say who's hosting. Oh, it's on the newsletter? All right. Okay. That's the case. Then I might as well just play a clip with the host. Let's see when we get when we get we'll get nothing will happen to us, right? Like no one's gonna go um hey, no, you can't do that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play a small clip of one of the hosts of Red Bull BC1. For those who know already, this host has already hosted the Red Bull Lords of the Floor. He's hosted it. Do you think we're gonna get copyright claim? All right, here we go. Here's one of the hosts of. Hold on. Here's one of the hosts of Lords of the Floor. April 6th, 2024. Here we go.
Hanging out, laughing, good time. They don't care. Good time, bro. They don't give a shit. And I look out into the crowd. You can't tell us apart. You can. You know how many Mexicans my mom walks up to and goes, Filipino? Mexican. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
There you go. All right. So
there's a way
the guy
you can tell
who hosted,
Asians apart from us.
The guy who hosted the Golden Globes is going to host Red Bull Lords on the Floor. It is Joe Coy. Okay, here's the thing. Here's evidence. Actually, it's funny. Here's evidence he hosted actually the first Lords of the Floor. Right here. I'm going to look at the. We're going to look at the. There, right here. Cool. Okay. Still playing. Still playing the. Right here. Here's evidence that Joe Coy. Right there. Oh, where's the thumbnail? I gotta read. There you go. That's Joe Coy with Cutmaster. He was the original host of Lords of the Floor. Where is that? There you go. Joe Coy. That's Joe Coy right there. Unknown fact. B-Boy Crumbs used to be Joe Coy's roommate in Vegas. Shout out to Crumbs. Is that too? Is that too inside information? So 20 years ago, Joe Coy and B-Boy Crumbs from Style Elements were roommates. Small world. Small world. Okay. Must Be Nice says, from Golden Globes to Lords of the Floor. I think he's going to do better at Lords of the Floor. Actually, on Sway's Universe, Joe Coy talks about throwing B-Boy jams in Vegas. I think he threw Illest the Game. I believe that was the name. For those who know that, like, he actually put money into breaking, and he was making Sway go, "What the heck? You part of hip hop? You know who Remind is?" And Joe Coy's like, So that's why you see Joe Coy with Ronnie, like, right? Like, so Josh, Joe Coy is official Full Force. Let me know, Josh, if Joe Coy is full force. I think he's Full Force. I believe he's Full Force. Yes, Joe Coy is actually Full Force with Ronnie, Josh, Merrick. No? Ask Ronnie. Okay, I thought you said yes to that. Oh. Anyway, Ronnie's always with Joe Coy. Obviously, he did that special on Netflix when they went to the Philippines. Dizzy's in it. Mouse is in it. Ronnie's in it. Joe Coy is very connected to the breaking community. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, all right, let's go look at let's look at this let's look at this lineup again. Okay. All right. So we know who one host is, right? It's Joe Coy. DJs, okay, so that's gonna, again, one thing is that the DJ is gonna play a factor of how these guys go off. You know what I mean? And girls go off. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a big factor. Okay. So we don't know the DJs. Judges, we still don't know. That's gonna play a major factor. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna guesstimate. And here's the thing: what's great about this website is, and you guys could, Josh could put the website in the chat. The website already has the bracket. Oh, they didn't put. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh it. They didn't put Stripes and Flayo in there yet, though. Oh yeah, they did. Oh wait, no, they didn't. In the bracket? Nope, they didn't. Okay, so here's Stripes and Flayo. All right. So the brackets is already up. Okay. So we're gonna let's be a little interactive with this. All right. Let's see. Let's vote. How about this? Let's vote in the chat, and then I'm gonna give my analytics and see like if the chat is savvy. But I mean, I can't call it because I don't know the judges. So let's just go by. Let's go by the chat. Who do you think is gonna win this part? And then we're gonna go. Okay. And then we're gonna like see who advances. Let's look at now. Give the analytics, and then we'll just name it and go on. Okay. How about that? Let's make a game out of this, guys. All right. So first up, we got the '90s B-boys. We got Crumbs. So I'm gonna put into factor that how many times you've been on Lords of the Floor, or when's the last time you battled. So let's kind of play with this with that scenario. So for Crumbs, Ruin, and Iron Monkey, this is their third time at Lords of the Floor. For Eric, it's twice. This is his second time. Don't know when was the last time Ruin battled, but Crumbs has been doing the 40-up battles and freestyle session for the last 2 years. 2 years. Iron Monkey battles small jams here and there in Texas. I think he battled in some events in Germany. And then Eric said, I just interviewed Eric on Instagram, and he said the last time he battled was 2017. All right. So without knowing the judges, who thinks, let's put a 1 in the chat if you think Crumbs and Ruin is going to win this round. Let's put 2 in the chat if you think Rhythm Bugs, Iron Monkey, and Eric win. Let's go to the chat right now. 90s B. Okay, so let's look at the strong suits. Again, the biggest advantages. Let's say Crumbs, we'll say, has the biggest advantage as far as in style elements, because he's done the last time he battled was November, right? I'm not sure when Monkey last battled, but out of the 2 people in style elements, Crumbs has the most floor times recently. Since I talked to Eric, he said the last time he battled was 2017. Let's go with Iron Monkey. Probably the last time he battled was probably a year ago, or if not, the longest 2 years ago. So let's go to the chat. So I'm gonna put, I don't know, let's do 1 minute on the chat to vote. All right. Do you think, or Josh, you think you can put a poll? Who do you think is gonna win, style elements or Rhythm Bugs? All right. And let's just put if you can in the chat, Josh, put a poll and we can read it off. Again, so what I'm going, Crumbs, the last time he battled was November, right? Ruin, not sure. Iron Monkey, possibly 2 years ago. Eric, 2017. Now, if I were just to judge just on how many rounds that they have so far, and this is the first battle too. This is the first battle of the night, and this is the first battle in the top 16. Iron Monkey tends to freestyle a lot, so it's gonna be heavily dependent on the DJ, right? Crumbs trains like a beast, and again has the most recent floor time. So in my honest opinion, not knowing the judges, and if I had to go with the floor time, and that's my criteria only right now, I would go with style elements. Ooh, that's hard though. Iron Monkey and Crumbs, they have history too. This is gonna be a good battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna be a good battle. What do you guys think? So we got 1. Zach James says 1. He thinks Style Elements is gonna win. Someone, come on, vote, guys. 1 for Style Elements, 2 for Rhythm Bugs. Right? Okay. No one's doing an ass. Just put a 1 so that way I can win. So you got Style Elements. Okay, that's 2 for Style Elements. There's no. Is there a poll, Josh? Let me know if there's a poll. So we got 2 for Style Elements. All right. I just gave you the stats, right? Iron Monkey tends to freestyle. I know Eric got rounds though. And this is the first. They're gonna be fresh legs. They're gonna be fresh legs. You gotta be on YouTube. Okay, let me see. All right, let me go straight to there. Let me go on the other thing and double check on the live. Let's see where the chat says. 6 votes. The first battle. I don't see the outcome. Let's end the poll. Can you end the poll, Josh? Let's see what the crowd says. Let's see where the crowd goes to. I don't know where. I can't see. It's asking me to vote, but okay. So okay, 66% says Style Elements. All right. So let's just say Style Elements wins. Okay. All right. On the next one. Okay. Let's go to the next lineup. Okay. We're gonna go down the bracket now. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting right now. Okay. So again, 3rd time for Jeromski and Twixx. 3rd time for KML. 1st time for Prodigy. Now, here's the thing. Jeromski battled 2 weeks ago in Seattle, the 206 Zulu battle. So he's putting himself out there. Not sure for Twixx. KML, last time I seen him battle was November. He won the 40 and up in freestyle session. Prodigy, I haven't seen in the battle circuit in a long time. And this is his 1st time in Lords of the Floor. Right now, it's kind of like, well, here's another thing. Twixx is used to performing. He performs a lot. That played a massive role that played a big role for instance, Luigi. Luigi, that year he battled Lil Zoo in the finals, I didn't think Luigi was going to get to the finals. He got to the finals. If you see Luigi, the thing is, Luigi was dancing for Justin Bieber. He was on the Justin Bieber tour for a year. So when he battled at Red Bull BC1, that's a year of dancing in front of 30,000 people. That's what gave Luigi the advantage. I'm not always going to go by skill set. I'm going to go by how comfortable you are dancing in front of a crowd, right? And if you're dancing in front of 30,000 people a night, or let's say 4 times a week for a year, a Red Bull crowd of 8,000 is nothing. Your nerves are going to be solid. That's the biggest thing that's going to play a factor in this Red Bull Lords of the Floor, because we don't know the judges. It's the comfortability. KML, just like Monkey, tends to freestyle, right? Tends to freestyle, which is good depending on the DJs, and yet we don't know the DJs. So we gotta take that out of the, we gotta take that out of the formula. Jeromski has rounds. Another thing, Jeromski, Massive Monkeys are known for their routines. Massive Monkey are known for their routines, especially Jerome and Twixx. They have a chemistry of more than 20 years, right? They did good at freestyle in 2005. That was 19 years ago. So they're going to be running it. That chemistry is natural. Now, KML and Prodigy, Prodigy is from, that camp, that Boogie Brats camp, that Debbie Reynolds studio with KML, Smurf, Casper. Prodigy comes up from that. But when was the last time he trained with KML and entered with KML? And when was the last time he battled? So, all right, Josh, go to the chat. Let's see who's gonna win this one. Jaromski and Twixx, and their advantages, their chemistry, and Jaromski just battled like literally 2 weeks ago in Seattle. KML and Prodigy. KML battle last time he battled was November, and let's be real, there was that part of the finals of the 40 and up where he didn't dance, and Junior actually did 2 rounds over KML because he wasn't feeling the music. Let me know what's the chat. Let's see what the chat. Let's see what the poll says. All right, let's end it. Let's end the poll in about a minute. All right, let's end the poll in about a minute. Let's go to the chat. Coach S. Smurf, Prodigy hasn't stopped breaking. He's a boogie brats like El Nino. Makes sense. Yeah, but here's the thing: there's a difference between not breaking and battling, competing. I don't want to say battling because it's if you battle, you go to the jam, you call a guy in a cipher, okay. But I want to see you do the same thing with 30,000 people. I want to see you do the same thing with 8,000 people. That is going to play a factor. Now, if Prodigy's been on tour dancing for someone and used to like 20,000 screaming fans, that is going to give an advantage. We can't just go by skill. Skill doesn't mean nothing if your nerves are shocked. That's just in fighting. You have to scrimmage. Training is not enough. Training at your spot is not enough. You have to battle. I was hoping it was the new gen Masters. Yeah, I mean, well, there's something nostalgic about the Lords of the Floor. It's like, if you notice, a lot of like new to old. You know what I'm saying? New to old, right? Okay. All right, let's go to the poll. Okay, poll completed. Yo, wow. 100% for massive. Woo-wee. Even though, like, I do love the Boogie Rat style. I love the Boogie Rat style. But again, if we knew the judges, it would be like a little bit easier to kind of figure it out. All right, cool. So now we have, so basically for that bracket, we have massive versus style elements. All right, cool. All right, let's go on to the next. Ooh, now this, yeah. Yeah. This is the one. This is the one. This is that late 30s, early 40s classic Red Bull BC1 like dream style to oof. The style to oof times 1000% pure video that you would download on the BBOY World message boards. Battle right here. Hong 10 and Physics, Project Soul versus Junior and Lilu. Okay, here we go. So Hong 10 won the BC1 last year, third time. His third time. And Physics definitely still dances a lot. Maybe he hasn't battled. Maybe he has, actually. He's busy doing his thing, but Hong 10, we just saw him go. Like, he kind of took a lot of young guys out. Like, Danny Dan. Freaking Phil. These guys are beasts. And he took them out. And the thing is, they're 15 years his junior. You know what I mean? Like, these guys aren't even 30 yet. And Hong 10's 39. Just saying. He did last year with the final against Break MIA. Who did? I could see Hong 10, not Physics snapping, but again, I'm surprised 10 didn't enter with Blonde from Australia. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I think they looked at like it's Physics, like well, let's get Physics because that's the classic like Project Soul. You know what I mean? But Physics is still amazing. But we know in this team, it's going to be Hong 10 who's going to be holding it down, right? Like, isn't that messed up? Your first round, like, yo, Physics, set it off. Like, what? Yo, Physics, set it off. And then Hong 10 just switched up. Like, come on. But here's the thing. For Junior and Lilu, Junior first round, no matter what, you're getting beat. You're getting beat. Junior first round, you're getting beat. Lilu battled, was it 2 years ago freestyle session? Right? Was it 2 years ago or was that last year? Lilu battled 2 years ago freestyle session. And he still looked good. He was doing this should be the finals right here. In my opinion, this should be the finals. This is crazy. This one is the one. Like off the bat. This is not America. This is like cross-continental rivalry for the last 20 years type battle, right? This is Korea versus France. Josh, put on the poll. Like Junior and Physics has battled already. It should be Physics set it off or Junior sets it off. That's going to be like a tie already. So it's okay. Let's play the scenario. If that was the strategy, Physics goes out to set it up, Junior goes out to set it up. So then it becomes, let's say they cancel each other out. So the battle is going to come down to Hong Ten and Lilu, both that have 2 Red Bull BC1 wins. Right? Hong Ten has 3, but Lilu has 2. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. This, to me, this is the set off. This is the, like, why is this so early? Like, it should be like, you know what I mean? Jose Rodriguez says, ground control rematch for Physics and Junior. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I know Lilu's not going to want to battle Physics. He's going to want to battle Hong Ten. Right? You're hungry. Hong Ten has 3 wins. Red Bull BC1s. You have 2. I have something to prove. That's what's going to happen. So really, it's going to come down to Lilu and Hong Ten. What's the let's leave it up there for one more minute, and then let's see where it goes. That's going to be interesting. If it's one round each, France is going to. If it's one round each, France is going to go out on the street show and win. Maybe, I don't know. Put on a street show. I don't know. Like, let's just, can we all agree that Physics and Junior are going to just knock each other out? Like, it's going to be a tie. So it's going to come down to Hong Ten and Lilu. That's just what it is. All right, let's close that poll. Let's see what the chat says. Thanks for being here. You guys could be anywhere else, but you're here. Ooh, damn. Like 80% Project Soul. Woo-wee. All right. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because the thing is, the first battle is fresh legs. So I don't know. But good call, guys. Good call. All right. Ooh, another one. Okay. Here's the thing. Flea Rock and Luigi versus Marlon and Palmer. Luigi, the most recent battle he did was almost 3 years ago for Raw with the Squadron. He won in the circle. Flea Rock battling Sugar Kicks 2 years ago, and still he's still looking very strong, right? Palmer still battles. He just did the Doom Room. Palmer just did the Doom Room last December. That was January, February. So that's about 4 months ago. Palmer was in the finals, right? Marlon had that exhibition battle with Rebirth at Ritual Warfare. But out of the two teams, Flea Rock and Luigi are the most consistent right now, right? Marlon hasn't. That was the battle he did, and he hasn't battled in a while. Palmer has. So let's just say by floor time. That's all. That's the only thing we can judge right now is floor time, right? How often have you done competition, right? I would say Flea Rock and Luigi have a little bit more consistency, right? But move-wise, like Like Marlon has been a battler. You know what I mean? He's been a battler. Palmer obviously influences a lot of people in this style. But the consistency of Flea Rock and Luigi is pretty consistent. Like they're still like compete well the last 2 years, right? So all right, let's go with the poll, Josh. Let's see. Who do you guys like? Just on floor time as a unit, I say skill methods. Just as a unit. But what do you guys think? I think it should be interesting. Let's see what the chat says. I see a lot of okay. Zach James says I pick Havocoro. Palmer and Valencia would have been a chance. But yeah, but you know, this is what it is. You know. Like I said, the last time Eric has battled was 2017. I think he's in the chat. Shout out to Eric. Thanks for being on my Instagram. We had a good talk. Old Dirty says Valencia has no place being an invite. Damn! Okay. Word. Luigi's going to be the tipping point. Should be interesting. Like I said, the only thing I could judge right now is the consistency on the floor. You know what I mean? Marlon has an exhibition battle. Palmer has Doom Room. Flea Rock has BC1 and the exhibition. Luigi has In the Circle. That was 2 years ago. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's leave the poll out for one more minute. Who else? Like, let's get some more comments. What are the analytics? What do you guys think? You think how important is floor time to you guys? To me, it's very important. Like you have to be battling consistently. You know what I'm saying? You have to be battling. Sometimes it's like riding a bike, and I get that. Moves is like riding a bike, but same as performance. Performance adds another pressure, and it fries your nervous system if you're not used to battling. You have to get used to it. You can't be a boxer and be out for 10 years and then jump in the ring again. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, let's I'll give it 30 more seconds, Josh, and then let's end it. Oh, never mind, you ended it. All right. Damn. Skill methods with 89%. All right, well there you go. Dude, skill methods versus Project Soul. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to the next bracket. I believe it's the next bracket. Okay. You got all this, Josh? Can you give me the lineup for predictions? All right. Let's go logistics in India versus Taisuke and Ami. This should be interesting. All right. So we have 4 BC1 winners, right? Taisuke won one. And they gave Style of Etudo. Style of Etudo is originally is a Katsu's original crew, right? This is original stylistic crew. And Ami is a student of Katsu. So this all makes sense. This is a name no one knows. Style of Etudo, right? And then we have, of course, and these are all champions. These are all BC1 champions. You know what I'm saying? This is all BC1 champions. Okay. So we got India, logistics, Taisuke. So none of these guys and girls have been on the Lords of the floor. Let's just go by the stats. Logistics India, obviously they were in the finals 2 years ago for Rebel BC1. Ami won it last year, right? Taisuke. So the weakest link as far as, you know, recent battles, it's actually Taisuke. The most consistent battler is actually this lineup as far as the girls. Out of everyone, these girls, logistics, India, Ami, are constantly competing, constantly in front of more than 2,000 people. Let's just look at that. Like, no one presents a factor. Are you good with dancing in front of 2,000 people? That means you're tested. And for instance, logistics doing all the freaking, you know, the Olympic qualifiers, India too, and Ami doing all, like, 8,000 people at Red Bull BC1 last year in France. You know what I'm saying? They are ready for this floor, even though this is the first time. Because let's be real, Josh. I'm going to go to Josh. How many people you think are going to be a Red Bull Lords of the Floor this year? It might be 2,000 max, right? 2,000 people max. So let's go to the. Did you already put it? Cool. All right. Let's hold that there. Let's go to the chat. Easy Japan. Come on now. Hey. Tight skin army. All right. I love Logan in India, but nah. Damn. Kind of unfair matchup. Ooh. Should have been Issei Sugar Kicks. Yeah, yo, if it was Issei Sugar Kicks, holy crap. That would have been kind of, yeah. But, you know, they're trying to grab the nostalgia for people that are 35, 36. I mean, yeah, let's be real. In the chat, how old were you in 2002? That was the last Floors of the Floor. In the chat, how old were you in 2002? Because to be honest, the nostalgic thing is for guys that are 35. Let's just be real. It's 35, 36. That's what makes it nostalgic. It's not about skill, because if that was the case, why isn't Issei and Sugar Kicks on there? It should be. But that's not the nostalgia part. The nostalgia part is Taisuke, K-Mel, you know? 7 years old, so you didn't care. 12 years old, I don't even know if you saw Breaking. I was 27. 2002, I was 27 years old. 8. But I know about Roars on the Floor. This guy, Nathan P. You're a dangerous man, sir. If you know about Roars at 8, that's not good. If you were 8 and know about Roars, you had bad influence, sir. That's what's weird. You can honestly think of relevance to the audience and the age range that cares about this right now. The event relies on the youth. Shout out to Red Bull. All right, let's look at this chat. All right, let's end the poll. And that's the thing. A lot of these guys are Iron Monkey's 45. Eric, I believe, is 44, 45. K is probably 41. Physics might be, Hong Ten might be 40 now, right? No. Well, he was 39 when he won last year. Who else is on there? Like Jaromski's 40. He has to be at least 41. Twixx is definitely 40. But it's amazing, right? Like these guys are still representing, right? I think who's the oldest in the lineup? I think it might be Monkey. Iron Monkey might be the oldest in the lineup. He's 45. He's 77. He's born 77. So he has to be 45. All right. Damn, Style Vitudo. Oh, wait, 100%. Word. Josh, remember the lineup, because once we go to the brackets, we got to get to the finals, and then we'll call it a night. You know what I'm saying? It's been an hour. That's because I work out, sir. All right. Let's go to the next bracket. Okay. Okay. Now, this is some young OG shit right here. Just like Victor and El Nino just won the battle in Oakland that happened 2 weeks ago. They just won. So are they battle ready? For sure. Victor, you know he's battle ready. He's like, it's him and Sugar Kicks that are kind of like who's going to win the Olympics, right? It's going to be either him and Sugar Kicks. That's like probably your top picks right now. Alvin is the young buck that's killing it. Alvin's going to be he's the young buck that's killing it. You know what I mean? Like okay. Here are the stats. And I want everyone in the chat to be honest. Out of Execution level of Lil G. How often does he mix execute? That's the biggest factor right now. We know Alvin's gonna do Alvin, right? We know Alvin's gonna do Alvin. But in all honesty, what's the record of Little G's execution? And of lately too. And when's the last time he entered a battle? So we gotta put those factors together. How often can he execute? And when's the last time he competed? Alvin is just doing him. Victor, again, Sugar Kicks and Victor are the ones that everyone's kind of like from the circles that I'm in, they're the one everyone's talking about them as far as who's going to win the Olympics, right? In August. El Nino, of course, he's killing it. Like, and he has that chemistry with El Nino just recent. This was like literally 2 weeks ago in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just putting that out there. Let me know what you guys think. Isn't it a shame? Like, okay, who's disappointed that El Nino is not battling with K-Mel? Like that came out. I was like, wait, what? That was the last champion. So for El Nino, he's the only one that's been on that floor. He came out of a bag, bro. Like, okay. Air power versus ground power. Okay, good. Yeah, that's true. This event defined battle to me. Victor and El Nino are going to win, but show how much breaking has changed. Yeah, for sure. We don't know the judges yet. Again, El Nino wants to win. I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? But what a shame. It should have been El Nino and KML, but I get it. You know, again, this is, again, if you were, a lot of you guys were 8 when this originally first came out. They need to pull you guys in somehow, right? They need to pull. I mean, one of the lineups, the last lineup is like, okay, that was for the heads. Well, we get there. KML doesn't pull Prodigy out. Oversized Prada bag. Yo! Dude. He needs, KML needs, he needs the coat hanger bags. And then Prodigy is a coat hanger bag with Prodigy in it, and then he zips it out. Prodigy comes out, bro. Let's see. Little El Nino goes flat. Little G has a chance, but this is first round. The probability of El Nino messing up first round is low. He's gonna execute. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's look at the chat. All right, Josh, and the poll. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is first round. Like, El Nino's not gonna mess up. This is first round. And he's, again, that floor time is like super important. That floor time is super important. Ooh, Squadron. Word. 63 to 36. Okay. There were some votes for Lil G and Lil G and Alvin. All right, cool. Because Lil G, I mean, Alvin's gonna be a beast. All right, okay, dude. Okay, so they didn't update it, but this is Flayu and Flayu and Stripes, the underground. That parallax point of view versus Mano and Lee. This is just, for me, this is just what I want in breaking. Mano and Lee versus Stripes and Flayu. That's like the underground theme right there. Like, if I don't watch Lords of the Floor, this is the only battle I'm gonna watch in Lords of the Floor. Straight up. Yeah. Battle of the Night Part 3. That's just real, dude. Like, okay. For me, I think, okay, I'll be truthful on this. Project Soul versus Junior and Lilu are not my style of breaking, but I'm excited to watch that battle. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be okay. On some, like, take away my style preference, like Lilu and Junior versus Physics on 10 is going to be crazy. It's nostalgic for me because it's almost like those first Red Bull BC1 guys. versus each other. France versus Korea. Physics is a floor gangs member, so of course I'm gonna be like floor gangs, but not necessarily all my style of breaking. But this battle is my style of breaking. Mano and Lee are my style preference. Flayu and Stripes are my style preference. To me, I don't want to. If I don't watch any of the other battles, I want to watch this battle. This is gonna be the battle that's gonna be on repeat. You know what I'm saying? The stats, I don't know. They all could go. All of them can go. They're all used to the floor. They all still very active, right? Flayo and them did freestyle session over in Montreal. Stripes is still killing it. He just had the battle with physics in China. Mano, like, he just did some battles recently. I saw it. And then Lee, of course, is doing battles still, too. Yeah. Oh, this is the last. This is the last of it. What is the poll? Let's leave it on there. These are like, this is an even kill. To me, this is an even kill battle. They're all very active. You know what I'm saying? They all still do it hard. So we need 10 judges on this panel. Nah, we just need 5. We need 5. I don't know who. If I were to just, if they want to be nostalgic, it would be like Ken Swift, Cujo. If they want to be nostalgic, right? Like, because they're still active judges, so that's good. They're still like in the mix, right? All right, let's keep the poll up there, Josh. Ooh, I don't care. I don't care who wins. I just want to watch the battle. That's how I feel. If you're like Stripes and Flail, yeah, of course. And if you say Mano and Lee, I'll be like, of course. I hope they win the whole thing. One of these guys, I hope one of these guys win the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's do, we're going to do 20 minutes. We're going to race through the battles, okay? We're going to race through it. I kind of set it up, right? Like I was kind of like, you know, being a little long-winded, giving you guys the analytics of everyone, the factors, without knowing the judges, without knowing the DJs, just looking at floor time. That's the criteria is floor time. And this is actually the most balanced floor time battle. Everyone's equal here. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's end that. Let's end the poll, Josh. Let's see who you guys came up. Because I'm out at this. This is where it's like, I'll be a bad judge. It'd be like, tie. Well, unless someone falls on their face. But even Menno could fall on the face and be like, that's a freeze. And then, like, flow out of it. Like, I don't know. Understandable. Understandable. Everyone has their own style preferences. That's why it's hard to be a sport. That's why the trivium, even though I'm not perfect, that's the closest to objective judging. Like, personally, me, I don't want objective judging. I want subjective judging. If you're a power move guy, you don't vote for me, makes sense to me. I'm not going to be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be judged by people that understand what I do. Oh, Sweet Technique by 63? Whoa. Sweet Technique by 63. All right, let's look at the next lineup. That's crazy. Is Stripes an official members? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, we've been on tour together. All right, Josh, ready? Let's go for the next poll. We're gonna go straight to top 8. Let's go straight to top 8. Okay, so we have Style Elements versus Massive Monkeys. Let's put that on that poll right now. Which duos would make this bracket better? I don't know. But this is what it is. First battle. Let's put up that poll. Style Elements versus Massive Monkeys. This is crowd choice. This is y'all choosing this, okay? I just give my 2 cents. All right, real quick, let's go through the stats. Crumbs has rounds. Ruin, I don't know when's the last time he was on the floor. Again, this is based on floor time. Jaromski and Twixx, chemistry off the yin yang. Jaromski battle recently. So here's the thing. We know that Massive is going to do routines. That's going to be the factor. All right, go ahead, guys. Go ahead and vote. These are going to be the factors. Style elements versus Massive Monkeys. The routines are going to play a big part. You know that Twixx is going to pick up Jaromski and do the Statue of Liberty routine. And, you know, that's going to look dynamic, right? This is a tough one. All right, well, I'm just giving you the stats, right? Here's what's going to go down. Crumbs is going to have strong solos. Ruin will have strong solos. Twixx and Jaromski will have strong solos, but the routine factor and chemistry is going to be off the chart. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to play a factor. That's going to play a factor in that battle. All right. You know, it's like if Twixx throws everything and Crumbs crashes, then Massive. Here's the thing, though. Like, if they do commandos, let's say that they, because the thing is, the competitors know who they're going up against already. Like, they've been knowing. Eric just told me, like, yo, we've been knowing the bracket. So everyone's strategizing, right? Everyone's strategizing. But the advantage of Massive is years of chemistry and knowing each other in and out. Do you know what I'm saying? That's going to be the biggest thing. All right. Let's go to the, okay, end it, Josh. We're going to zoom through these because I don't want to be on here too late. And the poll, Josh, Massive or style elements? It's like NA. Actually, I should write it. Actually, let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's make it more interesting. Ooh, Massive 55. Style elements 44. Ooh, okay. All right, let's do this. Let's make it a little bit more pleasing. All right, so we have Massive for the win. So they're going on to the semifinals. All right. Okay, let's do, so where we have Project Soul versus Skill Methods, right? Whew, okay, yikes. Yikes. Project Soul versus Skill Methods. All right, let's put that on the screen. So let's just show the whole bracket and let's just kind of go through. So Project Soul versus Skill Methods. That one is going to be crazy. All right. So I won't put this on. We're just going to go by what I write here. Okay. Project Soul versus Skill Methods. Okay. Floor time again. Luigi and Flea Rock as a team have the most floor time. Yet Hong Ten is a beast. And physics, you know, this is second round. This is second round for him. So this is top 8. He'll still have moves left, right? He'll still have moves left. This is going to be a stylistic thing, right? Because no one predicted that Flea Rock was going to do what he did to Shiggy Kicks, and he did. Flea Rock is a wild card of like, if he pulls something so simple but just gets the crowd. That's going to be the strongest suit against all the technical stuff that physics and Hong Ten are going to do. And Luigi's going to be Luigi, and he's going to be consistent. Yet Hong Ten is a freaking beast. I don't know. Let's go to the chat. Project Silver. These are the factors, guys, right? These are the factors. In that whole, like, what do they call it? Sudden death moment, Flea Rock might pull out some, like, the various simple thing that might just make the crowd go crazy. He might just point a finger like this and people are going to go crazy. That's the wild card factor, right? That's the edge it's a tiny edge. And then like, and then what if physics does like 20 elbow spins, right? Like, I don't know. All right, let's end it. Let's end it, Josh. Vote now, guys. The finger. That's what I'm saying. The finger guns, like backbridge finger guns, like how? Okay, how many b-boys and b-girls did that after Flea Rock did that? Like how many? Like I got guns too. Like you didn't do that before Flea Rock did that. This will come down to who goes first. Hong Tan answering Flea, answering will matter. Very true. If I were smart, I would throw physics first, right? Just elbow spins. Do 50 elbow spins. All right, let's look at the chat. Yo, skill methods. Okay. All right, skill methods. Skill methods advanced. All right. Up next, we have Style Vetudo versus Victor and El Nino Squadron. Ooh. Style Vetudo versus Victor and Squadron versus Style Vetudo. Squadron versus Style. Oh, did I spell that right? Val to Val to Val. Val. Okay. Let's get that up there. Let's get that up there. Squadron versus Style Vetudo. Okay. The most consistent is Ami on Style Vetudo's side, right? Most consistent. El Nino and Victor. That's Twixx is the weakest link in this battle. Just is because of the consistency, right? Issei and Shigekix would have made this way more interesting. I agree, but again, nostalgia. That's why Twixx is on there. These guys weren't born yet. Shigekix was 10 in 2013. So he was born in 2003. He was 1. No, he wasn't even born yet. Yeah, he wasn't born yet. Shigekix wasn't born yet at Mars of the Floor. I know, because I've been knowing Shigekix since he was 10. I'm connected like that. I have a picture too. He took my workshop. Shigekix took my workshop in Osaka, Japan, 2013. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. Let's do 30 more seconds, Josh, and then we're going to go. This one, I think, in my opinion, El Nino and Victor, right? That's just my opinion. All right, let's see the chat. Let's end the poll. Yeah, Shigekix, I don't know. This is good practice for Victor, man. Actually, this will get him ready for August. Oh shoot, 100% Squadron. Yeah, I think we all see that. All right, next. We have, who was it? Did we say? Was it Menno and Lee, or was it? I forget now. Was it Menno and Lee, or was it? Let's see. Oh, it was Sweet Technique. Sweet Technique versus. That's your guys' pick. Sweet Technique versus Randoms. 4 gangs. Sweet Technique wins. versus Hijack and Tafaya from Floor Gangs. Sweet technique. Me and Jeffro versus Sweet Technique. Sweet Technique. Put Imaginary Crew. I'm going for Sweet Technique. The Hoods versus Sweet Technique. I love you, Dan. I love you, J Bugs, but Sweet Technique. Let's just say Sweet Technique for argument's sake. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say Sweet Technique for argument's sake. Random crew. Like, there's not going to be a lot. Like, we have the top guys already. We have the top people. Who? Let's okay, real quick, because I want to move on. Right? I want to get off this in less than 10 minutes. Amir and Diaz, really? Amir and Diaz are going to go from Amir and Diaz are going to go from Eastern Europe? I don't know. Has to be American. You got to think America. America. Like, for 2 spots, I don't think that's worth it. I'm going to travel all the way from Eastern Europe, pay $2,000 to go to Seattle. Not when I'm in Eastern Europe and I could get paid $1,000 for doing a random gig and spending the money. Right? I'm not even on the invite. We need American crew, American people. Let's just go Sweet Technique. Bowsy and Knives. Okay. All right, Bowsy and Knives. Just put that down. Josh, put that down. Bowsy and Knives versus Pop and Gravity. Are these okay? Well, okay. All right, it's gonna be one of them. All right. I don't want to vote. Let's go with Gravity and Zeku. Yeah, who do you want to see? Profo and yo, I got so much flack for that. Profo and the famous TikTok kid doing air farts crying. Dude, you know what I'll do? I'll do if we battle together, I'll just give him a hug. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be okay. That'd be cool though. I'll go out first and then he has to he has to do the air flares and then cry and be like, we won this. Sympathy votes. Sympathy votes. We got old man, old man, and young guy crying, young Asian kid crying. Sympathy votes. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're just gonna say Sweet Technique. It's taking too long. I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, let's go for the next, Josh. Let's go for the next. So we're doing massive versus skill methods. Ooh, massive versus skill methods. Let's go. Massive monkeys versus skill methods. Semifinals. Monkeys versus skill methods. Let's put on the thing. What do you guys think? What do you think? That's gonna be interesting. I'll be honest. Style preference wise, I like skill methods. Don't know the factors, right? Like, if let's just say skill methods won by a hair because Flea Rock did some amazing burn, right? He did some amazing sudden death burn. You know what I mean? He did some, you know what I mean? And yo, like, let's be honest, like, Luigi's consistent. Oh wait, how did I just put that? No. There you go. Massive versus skill methods. That's gonna be a challenging one because again, now, how many rounds does Twixx have left? They're gonna have routines, right? They're gonna have routines. Jaromski's definitely gonna have rounds, but this is what the fact, in my opinion, well, my observation. They're gonna have the routines, but who's gonna have more rounds is gonna be Jaromski. versus Luigi and Flea Rock, Luigi will definitely have material left. He'll have a lot in his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hold that poll for another minute. No objectivity. I want skill methods to win. Word. That's a very biased opinion, sir. Hey, you know, that's why we're trying to be objective. But a lot of people are saying massive. Okay. Let's leave it on for 30 more seconds and then let's end it. I still like this one. PROFOWON, the famous TikTok kid. Yeah. Be like, do your 1.5. Do your 1.5 catch twice. Then I give you a hug. And then we both cry for tears of joy. All right, let me get the next one set up. All right, end it. End it, Josh. Let's look at it. So squadron versus, okay. Let's look at it. Yeah, go ahead and end it, Josh. Ooh, skill methods 91%. Damn. All right, you guys love skill methods. Cool. It's all good. Skill methods to the finals. All right, skill methods to the finals. All right, now next we're gonna do whoops. Next we're gonna do squadron versus sweet technique. That should be, this is another interesting one. Because we got two Floridians. We got, you know, they have battled each other before. Victor and Stripes have battled each other. One from Jacksonville, one from Kissimmee, right? And then we have El Nino versus Flew. Ooh. Just based on consistency, Victor against Stripes. But Stripes is a friggin' beast. His creativity. They've battled. They've done exhibition battles against each other. You know what I mean? Red Bull, they did a New York exhibition battle. And yeah, Victor kind of came out the victor came out the victor. But you know what I mean? Let's do that real quick. Squadron, sweet technique. Oof. I want to see that battle. Again, my favorite battle album is still Menno Lee versus Sweet Technique. That, to me, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. You know what I mean? Let's real quick in the chat. Who wins? Victor and Stripes, if they battle. Who wins that battle? And Flea versus El Nino. Who wins that battle? That's pretty good. Two different styles. I mean, still very like Flea and El Nino, very much ground power, but then those angle changes, those direction changes that Flea has, that elusive, like this direction then this direction type shit. That's what Flea has. You know what I mean? But El Nino's flow power is freaking crazy. Amazing execution. You know what I mean? Let's hold it there for one more minute. Who do you think will win? Victor and Stripes. Who wins that round? And Fleu versus El Nino. That should be interesting. As far as stamina wise, Victor is a beast. Creative wise, man, come on. We all want to get Stripes moves, man. We all want that inside power that Stripes has. Let's be real. Let's be real. All right. Let's stop it, Josh, and let's see who's in the finals. Damn. Skill methods in the finals. This is like fantasy football. This is our version of fantasy football. You know what I mean? Oh, shoot, it's a tie. Damn. No ties, guys. Let's do one more pull. One more pull. One more round. One more round. All right. Here's the commitment to the poll. I'm going to put a timer on. We're only going to have 1 minute to vote. 1 minute to vote because I'm not going to make that decision. 1 minute to vote. All right. 1 minute to vote. Look at timer. Timer. Don't start, Josh, until I say go. Okay. Ready? Okay. Hold on, Josh. Are you ready to go? When I say go, start. And 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute. 1 minute on the clock. Vote now. Who's getting to the finals? This is dope. We don't know the judges. We're only going by experience. We're only going by time, floor time, and right now it's crazy. Vote now. Vote now. 30 seconds right here on the clock. 30 seconds. Vote now. Who's going to take this? Squadron or Sweet Technique? Vote now. This is going to be totally biased. Tiebreaker. 15 seconds. Vote now. So when I do the countdown from 10, 9, Josh, get ready. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop it. Stop the poll. Let's look at it. Stop the poll, Josh. Stop the poll. They are done. Stop the poll. Oh, shoot. Squadron. Damn. All right. Good job, guys. You guys made a decision. You guys made a decision. So Squadron versus Skill Methods. Damn. How many times is this going to happen? It used to happen a lot 10 years ago. A decade ago, this used to be the situation. Squadron versus Skills Method. Yeah. So, all right. So let's talk about these analytics real quick. This is going to be different because, again, out of like everyone, right? Out of everyone, Flea Rock just has that character. You know what I mean? That's the strongest suit of Skill Methods, right? Besides the consistency, besides the fact that like Victor and Luigi, they all kind of practice together sometimes from time to time. Oops. No, that's not it. There it is. Squadron versus Skill Methods. Let's say it's a 5-round battle. Let's say it's a 6-round battle. 3 rounds each. Who it's gonna be against is gonna be Victor versus Luigi, in my opinion. It'll be Victor versus Luigi and Flea Rock versus El Nino. That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Again, all Florida. Skill Methods being Florida, Miami, and Orlando. Then you have Kissimmee, Florida, with Victor, and you have Boston with El Nino. That should be interesting. Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Victor versus Luigi. Gotta give it to Victor. El Nino versus Flea Rock. I might have to give it to Flea Rock. Like, just on some like character, like, and this is why it's so hard when we don't know the judges. It's harder to predict because this is even the most recent battlers is actually Squadron. They've been competing a lot. They won Battle Royale in Oakland. They won $50,000. You know what I mean? Victor has got the ear for pots and pans. Word. So give me these pots and pans. 5 judges. All right, let's go. We're gonna pull that up. We'll pull up that thing. Pull up. It's gonna be 5 judges. It's not gonna be 3. It's just gonna be like BC1. 5 judges. They haven't made the announcements yet. Should be interesting. Let's pull that up. Right here. 5 judges to be announced. If they want to be nostalgic, I would put up Cujo and Ken Swift. If you want to be nostalgic, right? Cujo and Ken Swift. If Renegades is judging, people are gonna boycott. He ain't gonna judge. I just say that much. He's not judging. It's not Trivium, so he doesn't want it. You know what I'm saying? If it's Trivium, different. You know, you have Trivium trained judges, but it's not Trivium, so he's not judging. Is that poll still up? Oh, we did it already. Okay. Squadron with 69%. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. I got a feeling PROFOWON judging. I have that feeling too. PROFOWON, Ken Swift, Cujo. Then you're gonna need 2 international judges. 2 international judges. I think it'll be 2 international judges. I think we're good. That's how I feel. All right. So, our fantasy football league, BBOY Network Fantasy Football League. BBOY Network Lords of the Floor Fantasy Breaking League. Swift Rock. Oh. I say it's gonna be 2 international. It's gonna be because that's too many Americans already. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a B girl that's international if that's the case, in my opinion. There's too many Americans. 3 Americans is too many. All right, so we say the squadron wins. Wow, what a journey, guys! What a journey. You can watch this video to see if we predicted the right things. You know what I'm saying? Dude, this has been fun, man. This has been fun. I like where you guys are thinking. Yeah, that's a possibility right there. That's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? International and a B girl. You know what I'm saying? Squadron for the win in our fantasy football league. Our fantasy Red Bull Lords of the Floor Breaking League. Predictions here. Predictions. Squadron wins Lords of the Floor. Lords of the Floor 2024. Floor 2024. Okay. Right there. Boom. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree. Go in the comments. This has been fun. The event is going to be held in Seattle, the original venue, right, Josh? The original Lords of the Floor venue, like which was basically an airline hangar, which is like that floor looks so nice. The stadium seating, like let's look at that. Let's look at that again. Let's look at that video again. Do we want to look at the playlist? Not the 2002 trailer. How's the Red Bull thing? Okay. No one likes long form still. Okay. That's cool. All right. Let's watch that as we talk. Not the hangar? Oh, WAMU Theater. Okay. I thought it was going to be the hangar. That would have been crazy. Let's go in the middle. So this is how it used to look. That goes free from Circle of Fire. Look like a hype time, man. Look like a hype time. When we say Squadron, you know what I'm saying? Squadron is what you guys voted for. That's more you guys than, you know what I mean? Look at that. Look at the crowd. Let's see if they can attract them again. All right, with Joe Coy hosting. Okay. Last question, and then we're gonna wrap it up. What impact do you expect from this event? I don't see anything living up to Lords of the Floor. The original Lords of the Floor, or this one? I don't know. We'll see. This is hard to say because it's been so long, and at the same time, everyone's used to BC1. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna play. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know if how ticket sales is gonna be. We don't know. The coverage is gonna be. It's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, if this goes well, then they might start having it yearly again, right? Along with the BC1, which would be interesting in my opinion. I can't call it. I can't. I just know that the battles are there and they're good, and we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. But yeah, that's it. It should be interesting. All right. I think that's it for this has been great. I've been out here for almost 2 hours just reacting and doing this live stream, you know, like trying to do these predictions with that. And we're limited. Remember, we don't know the DJs, we don't know the judges. We're just going by the criteria is floor time, right? The criteria is floor time because it was so good. Like it was so good. Like the lineup is good. Obviously I have my preferences. Like to me, the battles that I'm really looking forward to is the Project Soul, Hong Ten and Physics versus Junior and Lilu. And that's just on some like nostalgia tip, not necessarily my preference of breaking. But my preference of breaking is Menno and Lee versus Sweet Technique. So I'm looking forward to those battles. All right. I think if it goes well, this will be a hot format break. Yeah, I think so too. Give a shout out to Josh, man, for moderating, putting up the polls. That was dope. Joe Coy should judge. I think so. Then he's gonna go Joseph. He's gonna do his mom. He's gonna do it in his mom's voice. That'd be crazy. So again, this has been B-Boy Network Reacts with PROFOWON. You can follow me on social media at PROFO_FLGZ on Instagram. And you can also go to my YouTube channel, PROFOWON, the PROFOWON channel. This has been a great show. Rebel Lords of the Floor 2024. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. And I will see you guys later, man. And I'm out.